A nation's dream turned into a global crime. In the humid night air of Kuala Lumpur, long before the world knew anything was wrong, a new state fund was born with a promise that sounded bright and full of hope. It was called 1MDB, and it was introduced as the engine that would pull Malaysia into a bold new future. Big projects, foreign investment, a stronger nation, that was the dream. But behind the speeches and photo ops, something else was already taking shape. Something that moved in quiet rooms, private jets, and late-night calls where no one wrote anything down. At the center of that quiet world was a young Malaysian financier named Jho Low, a man who seemed to appear everywhere and nowhere. He wore the charm of someone who never had to use force to get what he wanted. He just smiled, whispered the right things, and doors opened. Money began to flow in huge amounts, faster than anyone could track, and Jho Low was always nearby, guiding, arranging, connecting. Friends described him as harmless, but investigators would later call him something else. The fund grew quickly, raising billions through deals that looked impressive on paper. But behind the scenes, the numbers did not match the reality. Money meant for development projects was moving into secret accounts, luxury apartments, artwork, and even a Hollywood production company that would help create a movie known around the world. It was all paid with money taken from the people who never knew their future was being sold piece by piece. Inside the government, Prime Minister Najib Razak, who had helped create the fund, watched early warning signs appeared, missed payments, strange transfers, questions from journalists. At first, the noise was small, but then it grew louder. When a major newspaper reported that nearly $700 million had landed in Najib's personal bank account, the story exploded. Najib said it was a donation from a Saudi prince. Many wanted to believe him. Others wondered why a donation had to move through so many hidden layers. As pressure built, the investigation inside Malaysia began to twist and turn. Officials were replaced, critics were pushed aside, files disappeared. For a moment, it looked like the truth might never surface, but the scandal had already crossed borders. Foreign banks, governments, and investigators started to follow the money. And once they followed it, they found a trail so wide and so bright that it could not be ignored. Investigators uncovered luxury condos in New York, paintings worth millions, diamond jewelry, private jets, and a super yacht the size of a small fortress. The money behind all of it traced back to the same source. More and more evidence pointed at a massive fraud. Jho Low vanished, slipping out of reach as authorities around the world tried to find him. Najib, once seen as untouchable, found himself facing charges in court. The country watched as prosecutors revealed how the scheme worked behind closed doors. In the end, the story of 1MDB became more than a scandal. It became a lesson written in missing billions, stolen dreams, and a country forced to confront a truth it never expected. A truth that began with hope, slipped into shadows, and even now, parts of that shadow still remain, waiting for the final story to be told.